go first to the European Union, where the central bank chief has rejected a call to cancel a large part of the bloc's debt. Bank President Christine Lagarde says cancelling that debt would be, quote, unthinkable. That's the word she used. Now, the suggestion was made by a group of economists. They argue that writing off those liabilities would free up resources that could then be used to fuel an economic recovery. The European Central Bank now holds about a quarter of the debt owed by the 19 governments that share the euro. And that's after an unprecedented bond buying programme that's injected more than $2 trillion into the continent's economy since the pandemic began. Our correspondent Jack Parrock has been following the story and joins us now live from Brussels, a very snowy Brussels. Jack, good to see you. Tell us, what has been the reaction to Christine Lagarde's comment, unthinkable?
Hi there, Maria. Yeah, indeed, it's pretty cold here, and some of the members of the European Parliament, at which she is attending a hearing here in Brussels, have had a pretty cold reaction to her as well. Essentially what's happened is a group of 100+ economists across the European Union have called on her to cancel some of the debt that the European Central Bank holds. It holds about 25% of the Eurozone's own loans. So essentially, it's Eurozone taxpayers owing money to themselves. Christine Lagarde says it's unthinkable, not because she doesn't necessarily believe in it, but because she worries that it would only be possible for her to release that debt if EU treaties were changed, and that could open up a whole Pandora's box of other measures, fiscal, monetary policy measures that could really change the way the European Union works, especially financially. The economists say that essentially as soon as you can get agreement from the Eurozone member states, that could actually free up somewhere near 2.5 trillion euros, which is kind of getting up towards $3 billion in debt, which would therefore help the Eurozone especially, recover economically after the coronavirus crisis. They managed to get this 750 billion euro recovery fund approved. That's actually, we're going to hear a bit more about that in the coming days, about the plans from the EU's member states to access that money. But they say much more money can be accessed, or at least freed up, if they just wipe off the debt from the ECB.
And do you think that the ECB can and should be more flexible, and is there consensus?
Well, this is the big question. I mean, everybody remembers the 2008 financial crisis, the 2015 Greek debt crisis as well. And the question is, in this current crisis, where it's not just sort of one or a couple of countries, when it's the whole bloc and indeed the global economy, the question is whether the European Central Bank should be allowed to be a bit more flexible and to push more. You'll remember back in 2008 when Mario Draghi was the European Central Bank president, now he's taking over as Prime Minister of Italy, he said that they will do whatever it takes to get the Eurozone to recover. Question is how far Lagarde will go and how much pressure can be piled on her, and whether she'll react to that pressure if it is.